It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Saints' leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Saints and the Niners under the lights on Monday night.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it'd be... Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When you look at the Saints defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe it for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. You look at this Saints defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. It's only stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on fourth down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw, Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. 19 yards that time for number 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Here's Purdy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that nearly intercepted. Well, if Rodon went for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 15. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. Now Purdy. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it in, complete. And finally brought down at the 43. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd and 4. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're going to look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, 1-3, but those draw even.
Yeah, that has to be John Boyd, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Working the middle of the field, and
he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Purdy looking to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. McCaffrey running up the middle. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Purdy will set up the throw here. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So they're able to answer back here in the 3rd quarter with a field goal of their own to move back in front by 3.
It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe? One of the great Grand Slam epics. Go ahead and look it up, folks.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now they'll run it here off tackle. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. In motion right, one of the tight ends. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Right back to him on 1st down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Purdy from the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. So Purdy and the Niners down by 7, 54 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense and, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball downfield, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Finding Samuel. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Purdy with one final shot here. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, kept up by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team.